Okay, time to go. Good morning. It's a bit of a interesting day today. There's a number of places I want to visit. This is the Chinese map. Basically, I want to do a trip like this around here, and then the road will go this way. So let me show you on Google Maps. That's how it kind of looks. So a trip around here. There's some locations: a geothermal park, volcanoes. There's some culture and history that I would like to experience. A famous cemetery, and then the road kind of goes this way. It's very unfortunate there's no connection here, because that's where I want to go, but there's no roads here. It's just mountain. It seems like there's just mountain. I don't know if these are not villages, right? They're just the names of towns. So I don't think these are roads. Do you think this could be a shortcut? I don't know, because that goes in Tibet. No, sorry, that goes into Lao. Sorry, not Lao. Myanmar. So I don't know. Anyway, that's the plan for today, okay? Roughly speaking. On the way towards Lujiang. Lijiang is here. We want to go to Lujiang. Maybe tomorrow Lijiang. We'll see. That's where I am. I'm about to depart. It's a little cold already. I'm in the mountains and it's getting cold. I didn't expect that, so I put my jacket on. I might get my long gloves as well, and yeah, I'll be getting on the motorcycle anytime now. I am hungry as well, so I need to find some food. Anyway, let's see how they will go. You see, there's so many beautiful places here. There's parks, there's green areas, there's hot springs as well in the mountains, but I cannot stay everywhere for several days to appreciate the environment as well as it deserves. So I'm wondering, can't I? Is there no way to do that? But yeah, ultimately my time in China is limited, so I need to make it count. Okay, let's go one step at a time. Let's go here. It's a bit of oil. Oh, that's not really a bit, there's a few drops there. I seem to be okay. More or less. I cannot do much about it. I need to go on like this for a couple more days. No, not this way, not this way. Couple more days until I make it to Shangri-La. That's currently the goal. Walking by itself on the street. House Suzuki. Bilbao. In Tengchong Please tell me a bit about this city and about its cultural, historical, and natural highlights in a conversational style. No. Tengchong. No.
Find a well-known person or landmark named Dengqiang in Denjiankao from public info.
No.
It might be a local person, shop, or small spot not widely
Shut up.
documented. A misspelling of a name.
Shut up. The problem is my internal microphone doesn't work for whatever reason. Tengchong.
Let's chat about Tengchong. Tengchong? The legendary city at the furthest frontier in western Yunnan, under Baoshan City, right on the China-Myanmar border, a key stop on the ancient South Silk Road, Shushendu route. Quick background. With a 2,000-plus year history, it was a critical military and trade post.
Wow.
In 1940...
2,000-year history. Yes? Keep talking. What happened? Why did we stop? What happened, Bilbo? Tell me.
Let's chat about Tengchong. Tengchong, the legendary city at the furthest frontier in western Yunnan, under Baoshan City. Right on the China-Myanmar border, a key stop on the ancient South Silk Road, Shushendu route. Quick background. With a 2,000-plus year history, it was a critical military and trade post. In 1944, the Chinese Expeditionary Force retook it in the brutal Tengchong campaign, first county fully recovered from Japanese occupation. It became a county-level city in 2015, famous worldwide for its volcanoes plus geothermal hot springs coexisting 99 volcanoes, 88 hot spring sites. Cultural and historical highlights.
90 volcanoes, 80 hot springs.
An ancient town, 600-year-old top overseas Chinese hometown. It has China's largest rural library, elegant Chinese Southeast Asian blended mansions, ancestral halls, and the Memorial Museum of the China-Burma-India Theater. A peaceful place with rice fields and ancient trees. 2. Guashang Cemetery and Western Yunnan Anti-Japanese War Memorial Hall honors the fallen Expeditionary Force soldiers. The letter to Tajima by Mayor Zhang Wendu is a powerful symbol of resistance. 3. Ai-Siki former residence, home of the great Marxist philosopher, whose popular philosophy inspired millions during the war years. 4. Local food and crafts. Daju Jia stir-fried rice cake, a historical snack for soldiers. Tengchong jade faithfully processing over 500 years. Tengyu traditional medicines, volcanic stone artworks. Natural wonders. 1. Lehigh Scenic Area 5A level. The iconic big boiling pot hits approximately 97 degrees Celsius steam, cooks eggs instantly. You can soak in natural hot springs too. 2. Tengchong Volcano Geological Park. Take a hot air balloon to overlook the cone-shaped craters like Dakongshan, Shaokongshan, known as a natural volcanic geology museum. 3. Beihai Wetland. A rare plateau floating mat wetland, thick grass rafts you can walk, row on. Great for birdwatching in winter. 4. Ginkgo Village Gudong Town. Turns golden in November, with ancient ginkgo trees over 1,000 years old.
Many things.
A photographer's paradise. 5. Galagong Mountain, a Brunel legend of Xiao.
Many things.
A UNESCO...
Okay. Rich in rare flora and fauna, ideal for trekking Gaoligong Mountain. Yes, you can spend here a week or two and enjoy everything. Well, we'll try to explore a few of those places. This scenic area. Seems to be a special gathering of people here. This is the Tengchong Cemetery, commemorating the as I understand, the beginning of the liberation of China from Japanese occupation. In China, it's a very, very important period, and memorial cemetery. No, not this way. You can see that there's some. It might even be a special day today. I'm sure you know. But it seems this is not the entrance. Where is the entrance? You guys are going in the bus. I don't know where the entrance is. Interesting, look at that. So many foreigners. I don't really know much about... Yeah, there's no English, so the context is a bit difficult to grasp. Let's try something, okay? That's in Russian, Kulishenko. Oh no, that's Ukrainian, perhaps. Let's see if we can do that again. Dobao. I am at the Tengchong War Memorial Cemetery. Can you tell me a bit about the context and who are all these foreigners that I'm seeing here on these this so how do you call that, this stands?
You can call this a photo exhibition wall or exhibition panel wall. It's a way to show stories about these international friends who came to help China during the war, like Norman Bethune on the left, who's well known for saving lives on the front lines.
Norman Bethune. Okay. Well, that's good recognition. That's good recognition for the contributions of foreigners and the friendship between the different peoples.
You're now in the right place. This exhibition is exactly a tribute to that cross-border friendship. Those panels you're looking at introduce people like Dr. Haytham, who gave up his life in his hometown to support China's medical work during the war, and journalists who told China's story to the world. If you go up the stairs behind you, there's also a memorial wall engraved with the names of international friends who contributed to China's war of resistance, which is a more direct testament to this profound friendship.
Okay. There's a bit more of that here. It's all in Chinese and I cannot really understand. But yeah, you can get the context, right? This is a place of battle, a place of fighting against the occupation of the Japanese during the Second World War. Who these men are? I'm inside the museum building and I'm impressed to see this statue here. I think at least one of the men is a foreigner. Can you please tell me the significance of this monument?
The central figure in a steel helmet represents a Chinese Expeditionary Force officer, flanked by a local elder on the left and an American soldier on the right. This group sculpture commemorates the united resistance against Japanese forces by the Chinese military, local people, and American allies during the Western Yunnan campaign. The surrounding battle scenes and the phrase "every inch of mountains and rivers costs a pint of blood" at the base pay tribute to the immense sacrifices made to defend this land.
Wow. That's impressive. It's a time when the Chinese and the Americans were friends. There's a bit of English here. You can pause and you can take a read. Okay, wow. Do you know his name? The name? Yes.
Yeah, his surname is Zhou.
Zhou.
Yeah, but he didn't pass away from this war.
He survived.
After the war finished, he went back to the Chongqing, and is a top leader of the Chongqing Kuomintang Party.
Okay.
Yeah, after he was sick and died.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Wow. It must be a very famous figure in your family history, right?
Yeah, for my family, yeah, for my family, we are not from the community party, we are from the Kuomintang Party.
Right.
Yeah, that's why. So
yes, the Taiwan branch of the liberation effort.
The escape to the Taiwan, but of all my family from the Kuomintang Party, they died during the war. Yeah, and also my grandmom's brother, the brother of my grandmom, also a very famous leader in Kuomintang Party.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm so. Not all the place have this kind of.
Right.
Yeah. This memory not for the not good for the community.
For instance, I see the foreign figures, the monuments of foreign people, an American commander, British with friends with Chinese.
Yeah.
So I imagine that this is an accurate depiction of history, and I just try to compare to see to what extent I can believe what I'm seeing, because I'm really not
you don't know
educated.
About this war.
No.
Okay, because before with the Japanese army, they went inside the China.
Right. To occupy the country.
Yeah. And after at that time the main army is from the Kuomintang Party. Yeah, and how to say is Japanese not only went inside the China, also went inside the Malaysia, Philippines, so many
other
Asian,
countries, yes, in Southeast Asia.
And after they take the Malaysia, and the next step is went to the how to say the
Burma, Myanmar.
Yeah, Burma. Yeah. But Burma is very close to China.
Yes.
If we lose if they take the Burma, it's very easy to go inside the China.
Right.
So we have to send the army to support. But at that time, the Burma is belong to the British, belong to England.
Right, colony.
Yeah. So Chinese army have to send the army to fight with the Japanese.
They work together.
Yeah, and join together with. American army and the British army. Yeah, that's the special army for Kuomintang Party.
What a period in history, right? The Second World War.
Yeah.
So different, the world back then. Wow.
After 2 years, really hard to win this for China, for Chinese people.
You came to China specifically to come here to this museum?
Yeah.
Or you travel more in China?
This time, my father just passed away 1 month ago.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I come back and.
Right, it's a very special.
When I tidy up some books for my dad, I read something about he writing about the brother of my grandpa.
Right.
So I come here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, wow, very special for you. Okay.
See you.
See you.
Yeah, you can read all the history about this.
Yes, there's in English, so it's
Yeah,
very helpful.
you can read it. Yeah.
Flesh and blood, portrait, Great Wall. This painting or exhibition portrays the building of the Burma Road. I'll show you a bit of information here. This road, 1,000 kilometers, completed in 9 months. 200,000 Chinese people participated in building it urgently, with very simple tools, as you can see. and it became the only road, that's why it was so important, that was used to supply the Chinese resistance against Japanese occupation here, and also begin the liberation and the fight against the Japanese. So it was a very, very important collaboration between the Chinese and the Burmese, and also the British Empire at the time. It's a very, very interesting testament to history. Flying tigers. And there's so much appreciation here in this museum for the foreign contributions of allied nations to China's war of resistance. See all these foreigners over there as well. The Hump Air Route. Wow, that's a beautiful museum. Tengchong. There's a lot here. I wish I spoke Chinese so I could understand a little more about the context. Yeah. Look at all the foreigners celebrated here. I respect that very much. I hope you can read it. I hope the quality is good. But basically this is more or less the end of this historic chapter in China's establishment as the country we know it today, and also the Second World War, where the fate of the entire world was decided. Look how beautiful these recreations are. So much attention to detail. There's elephants over there pulling I think the cars and the machinery across the jungle. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. You have plants, that's a real plant I think. Wow. Such a beautiful museum. Here's a little more history. Let me show you the writing. I hope you can read it for whoever might be interested. The Stilwell Road was also one of the sections that were key to supplying the Chinese theater, the war effort here. Burma Road, Leather Road, Kunming. Wow. See here. The US, this is Taiwanese, well, the Kuomintang flag, right? Wow. What is this? Crossing the Lujiang River, the battle in the clouds. Check it out. Battle in the clouds. I'll read it up in a bit. Just want to show you around. Wow. Lujiang River. We've been going over that river, I think, once or twice. A bit more history. as the end of the Second World War in Asia. A bit more here in English. That is a beautiful recreation. Or is it actually a real picture? I don't know. That's the Japanese surrender. These look like real people. It might be a real picture. Oof, that's all too much. The Chinese nation is a peace-loving nation. The pursuit of peace, amity, and harmony is embedded in the spiritual world of the Chinese nation into its very bloodstream. The Chinese people have endured immense suffering, have an indelible memory of the history of being invaded and enslaved by Japanese imperialism, and therefore cherish even more the hard-won peaceful life of today. China will unswervingly follow the path of peaceful development and work hand in hand with people of all countries to build a world of lasting peace and common prosperity. Well, amen to that. There's one last section. You can read it for yourself. This is a truly beautiful place. And I think there's several international tourists from Southeast Asian countries. You can spend the day here. There's so much of history to absorb. It's one of the problems when you travel. If you truly want to experience everything, you cannot. It's just too much. It's too much. Time for me to go. Okay, I'm just had a bit of food. And now I'll pass by the gas station, and then we are on our way to the volcano area. I'm not sure there will be much to see there, because unless you go in, unless you have a drone, you climb some stairs, you don't really, see the crater from inside or the volcano itself, but we'll see a bit of the environment, and I think that's also nice. It will be a nice ride. It's a 50-kilometer detour. So actually, it's a big detour, but it's what it is. Okay, let's go. Which is the way out? This way. Okay, I have some food with me, I have water, now we have a full tank of gas, so everything is okay. We have the road and the mountains ahead, hopefully without much rain. That's the ideal case for today. Lots of kilometers today, I think over 200, maybe towards significantly over 200. Let's see. We can go as long as I feel like, and I can come tonight as well. I was just thinking about it because I saw the accommodation options were a bit limited where I am headed. I'm not sure why. So basically, why? So we might as well just camp. I need to do this. I shouldn't have come all the way down here. Anyway, we are on our way. It's almost 2 o'clock. All right. Let's start with some of the detours for the day. It's 2:30 now. Oh, is this tea? Ah, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's quite beautiful. It must be tea then. What kind of tea is that? That's pretty beautiful. I lost my previous tea leaf. I want another new one. Oh wow, look at that. So much tea around us. I like this path. It's stones, but they're nice and flat. Smooth to ride on. Which palm tree is this? What type of palm tree is that? And that's the steward of the tea. I think this road should be going. There should be these sections. Water. I want to also go close to the mountain, so let's see. The idea now is to take a left and just continue on these roads, but I'm not sure when there will be. Okay, no, I see a nice road. There's also a lake nearby. We'll pass by. There's a lot of scenic areas around here, so that's what we're going to explore a little bit. Rural China. Deep in rural China. We're very close to the border, by the way, with Myanmar still. If I can zoom out, I don't know if it will show properly where the border is. Cannot really see. Oh wow. Nice. So the cables are stronger than we think. That's good to know. More than I think. Yeah, I cannot really see where the border is on this particular map. This is the plan for today. It's a bit of a... yeah. Lots of locations. All of it worthwhile. Here you can spend several days, no problem. I think here we go up. We follow this gentleman. This is a little less pleasant than before. This path. Just a section. Nice. Okay. So this is also a tea area. It's kind of interesting if you... It's a bit of a sad thought. Try to to make it less sad. So we were reading how the poor tea was the best in China, best in Yunnan, most expensive. And it just grows like any other tea, right? And it's a bit... I'm thinking how people grow tea here, that maybe is not the best, but they still just grow tea. So it's cheaper, it's less prestigious, less money, less rewards for all the work, probably the same amount of work, if not more. And I just thought, how it was a difficult thought to think about how these local farmers here can motivate themselves to take care of this less than best tea, if that's the reputation it has. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a little... I don't know. It looks beautiful, it's hard work, and just to call it, that's not the best tea. In China it's like an insult, and I wonder if that's how they think about it. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a off-putting. Where do we go here? What did I do? I messed up, I think. That's what I did. I should have kept going these other roads, but anyway, let's go to Guangxi section 1 again, once again. Look at that place. Look at that. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Isn't that something? I think these are either broken or old. Unfinished. Wow. That's beautiful stuff. Truly beautiful. Had to turn around for this. Beautiful. This entire area, what does it say? Volcano Park. To the right? Really? Oh, okay. This entire area, and if you look to the right, once we get a clearing, what we see might be the caldera of a volcano. I cannot confirm because I don't know, but it does look. Come on. This guy's taking his time. That's good. Calm driving. So in this geological park, geopark, which is primarily consisting of volcanologic activity, there's, I think, I don't know what I read, like 90 or something like that, but a big number of volcanoes, of calderas, the cones that erupt from the ground. I don't know if there's any active volcano, but I read yesterday it was one of the, I don't know if it is the only place on the planet or in China. I can check perhaps with AI, but does it really matter? Whoa, who put that stone over there like that? Wow, did you see that? Did you see that? Who would do that? There's nobody around. There are many volcanoes around here. So I was saying that could be something the only place, very special place, because you have volcanoes, volcanologic activity going on, and you also have hot springs in the same place. So you kind of have, you can combine both. It doesn't sound very right, to be the only place, or that rare. But that's what I read yesterday. Please slow down in scenic area. Okay, so that's where we're going. Now, okay, we have reached something. Please keep variables. Oh, that's a foreigner. Hello! That's a foreign guy. Hey, did you see that? He was driving the car. I think he had a Chinese family, a Chinese wife. Shows on the parking lot of volcano scenic area. That's cool to see. I would have I react like the Chinese. I think a little bit like people react when they see me. I see a foreigner. Oh, look at that! Because it's very rare, and I think he was even more foreign than I was physically. Okay, so I think this is one of the locations. I saw it from afar. Okay, you can climb up, lots of steps. I would like to go with a motorcycle, but unfortunately, je pense que c'est pas possible. So, that was cool. I wonder what this guy's life is like in China. I think he had children in the car and probably his wife on the right. Look, these are all the places around here. Sure, there's lots, but I would rather just continue driving. Some monkeys, water, impressive rock stones. Here, I think we go maybe like this. And then we continue. On continue. Nous continue. This way, right? Okay. So this is number 2. Number 3 is next one. Where's number 1? I messed up something. I messed up my Tengchong 1, 2. Where is 1? Oh, Tengchong Ancient Town. I missed that one. That's okay. Remove stop. So this is number 1. We can remove stop. And we go to the next one. Alright. So this is the volcano. This road goes around. I would much rather... I don't know what is up there. Maybe there's like I think it's a 30-meter crater. I don't think there's lava. There aren't many people going up and down. I think most people come in this part of China for the culture, the memorial park. For the hot springs. The hot springs, I'm sure, are a big highlight. They're also very healthy for the body. There's some sulfur baths for the muscles to relax. I would have liked to do that, to be honest. I would have liked to... Had I arrived a little earlier yesterday, maybe I could have gone and soaked my skin and bones in the healing water. But yeah. So I don't see smoke coming out of the volcano, so chances are it's not highly active. at this gentleman. Hard work. Wow. That's a lady actually, girl or woman. Yeah, I see this, and it just humbles me so much. Makes me realize life is difficult, and some difficulties are more difficult than others. I was thinking about it a little earlier, now it comes to mind again, how there's the side of the volcano. Oh, there was a person up there going through the field. I was just thinking how there's so many people in the world that are poor and struggling, and it's just such a difficult thought to wrestle with. It makes me want to cry. Like you can see these vendors selling like a single shoe or a belt, maybe belong to her husband, or just one shoelace. Their last belongings. I see it here, I see it in Ukraine as well. I remember these are very, very touching experiences. That's why I would love, I'm scared of that thought, but maybe there is a chance. If 1 million people saw every video that I make, let's say 50 videos or 100, let's say 100, I think by the end it will be 100 at least. If you make 100 videos, 1 million people see each. I think 1 million people generate about $5,000 per video. I have no idea, but that's something I read online. You have 100, so 100 per 5,000, $500,000. So this entire journey, every single video was seen by 1 million people, which is not so much. It's not so many. It's not such a crazy thing to, only in China I think people will be interested to see if they knew. And globally as well, why not? Does this not deserve a little bit of attention, this project? Imagine how much we can do with $500,000. Or just imagine that, 1 million, 2 million people watching each video generate $1 million. If that happens, I can create my own foundation, set up my own professional activity. That's my dream. I don't know. Not my dream, but I have some problematic thoughts when it comes to my prospects of rejoining the UN in the future, or humanitarian work overall. I had some difficult experiences in Ukraine that, it pushed me away from the sector forcefully, and now voluntarily. Now I'm not even applying for jobs at this point. There's one that I saw yesterday that I might apply to, but I also worry that imagine if I go through the process and end up being selected and I haven't finished this journey. That's also something I mean, I think it will be better to have the choice. You never know what will happen. If you get selected, maybe people can postpone. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not a nice curve. I'm afraid it might be slippery, so... So yeah, I don't know. But I think I will apply, of course. That's the right thing to do. It doesn't take much time. For a job that you like, something that might motivate you, make you feel passionate about it, that's valuable. You should never discard that. Give it a try. That's how I got what I thought would be my dream job. That's how it happened. I applied for one job, I gave it my all, I was really myself, and I ended up being selected for it. It's the one thing that, well, it changed my life for good and for bad. Oh, you never know. You never know. It's all about perspective. I guess time will tell. But it's the reason why I'm here now. So... see some smoke, but I really doubt that this is lava. Most likely not. It's a beautiful route here. So this is going around this volcanic park. My understanding is that there's lots of volcanoes, the cones, calderas of volcanoes spread around here. Maybe what we see in the distance, many of those are formal volcanoes. I don't really know. Well, let's ask our friend Doba on the internet. Let's see. I'm listening for atypical noises. Okay. Our friend Dobao is ready. Oh, they're collecting something. Dobao, I am traveling around the volcano park near Tengchong. Can you please tell me a bit more about it? Are there any active volcanoes here? How many volcanoes there are, in a conversational style?
Tengchong Volcano Park quick facts for your trip. It's a 5A National Geopark.
5A?
Approximately 18 kilometers north of Tengchong City. How many volcanoes? Total in Tengchong area, 9-7 Jojo Sisendai Huasan. Cenozoic volcanoes. In the park, approximately 25 have well-preserved craters, most scenic. Famous ones, Dagongshan, Saogongshan, Hegongshan. The Big Dipper cluster. Are there active volcanoes? No, currently erupting volcanoes, no smoke lava now. Classified as dormant. 休眠, but potentially active.
Okay.
Last eruption, approximately 3,800 years ago, carbon dating. Geologically alive. Underground magma chambers still exist.
True.
To see and do.
That's funny.
Take a hot air balloon for aerial views of the volcanic cluster. Visit the Volcano Museum for geology stories. Nearby, Heilongjiang, Shinjuku, lava formations.
Shinjuku.
The park is safe for visitors. No immediate
I would have liked the hot air balloon experience, but I don't see anybody doing that, so also, yeah, also not a priority for me, I think. The weather might also not be permissible for that, I'm not sure. Wow, lots of cargo. So, we continue towards the next stop. This is an amazing place to come and spend a few days. I think there's lots of hiking trails, lots of mountains around. The region, the larger region, you can take a bus in a few hours from here. You can stay in a village. You can do multiple day treks in the mountains. I think we'll be going. I mean, I'll be showing you some of that, at least in the distance, some of those mountains, and there should be some impressive sights around. Okay, so we'll be seeing a bit of that, but I cannot go everywhere. So, and look at that! Look at this landscape! Wow, what are these black rocks? It's beautiful. This formation. That could also be lava. And by the way, that's kind of the reason why we'll see one giant chain of mountains now that's basically impenetrable. There's no road through. It's really surprising how they didn't build a tunnel yet. It really makes sense to build a tunnel, because this part is now for the north, and you can go still for the north, but then you have to go all the way south, 30, 40, 50 kilometers to go around the mountain and get on the highway. There's no other road you can take. It's a bit tough for travelers. I think it's a question of time to do it. I actually think there's a road under construction, but it's just not finished yet. That's what my friend told me also this morning. I was looking through some options, where to go, how to deviate, if there are some paths I can try to connect with. But it's a little tough. In the end, I think it will be a round trip, a nice round trip around here, and then it will be a highway towards Najiang. Look at these guys. What are they picking up? Mushrooms? Maybe some herb. Special herb. Yunnan is the land of mushrooms. It's also one of the things it's known for in China. It's lots and lots of mushrooms in Yunnan, different types, edible. And you can eat noodles, rice with mushrooms. It's a thing. Different taste, different consistency. I thought to sleep well last night, and somehow I still woke up. I woke up from the sound of the street. I didn't use earplugs. And I guess, but it's also a natural way to wake up, so I'm not against that. So anyway, we are on our way. There should be some more scenic areas that we'll go through. Actually, 3, 4 places. 2, 3, 4 places more. So let's keep going. I will go until I see something promising. If it's not very promising, I might skip things. But yeah, in the interest of time and also daylight and also money. I'm not sure what is paid and what isn't. But I think now it's mostly not unpaid. Now it's mostly natural environments, including one place where I hope we can drive through with a motorcycle across some pastures. And like, this is where I should really upload my previous videos. I have a lot of footage from before, which I want to upload. And I will, at some point I will, in some format. The thing is, it's not in the format of now, doing daily videos, more or less. With a bit of narrative, with a bit of structure, beginning, action, and end. Oh, look at there, there's somebody. There's a village on the other side. There's this river separating us. There's a bridge. So I'm arriving somewhere. Oh, I think that's where we're arriving. What do we want to see? It's a beautiful spot here. I think there's like a canyon. However... Hello, ni hao. I'm not sure what to expect exactly. You can see that there's a bit of people here who wish to cater for all that you might require. Let's go and take a look. Let's go and take a look. My phone is charging, that's great. I began the day with like 20% battery, then it went down to 3. Cables, gotta be careful. Hello, ni hao. Let's see this area. I imagine it's a big canyon with impressive cliffs. Oh, look at those rocks. The way that they have twisted. Oh, and I think it's deeper, but I just cannot go. Or maybe there is a way to go down there. But look how the rocks have twisted. Can you see that? Oh, that's impressive. I think that's exactly that's the. 你好。听不懂。
它下面还有一个，我也说不懂那个，还有可以看这个。
I don't know. I'm curious how far you can go down there. Maybe there is a way. Huh? Soft nature. Okay, beautiful. I go. Okay, nice. I go with motor. No, 谢谢. I don't need a guide. I want to explore by myself. Look at this motor. I'm really... No, 谢谢. I'm really making the most of it. I think I've put a little too much maybe on it. My bag. Okay. Alright, well, I think it's a nice thing to see. I think they want to take me around. Fortunately, I neither have... yeah, you can see how it's bent. The entire area here. Columnar jointing sightseeing platform. Oh, okay. So we continue down this road. There should be more things like that. And then Tengchong Beihai wetland. That's the next stop. 15 kms. Oh, ancient town. How do we go to that ancient town? Kihua Ridge. Lao Hui Street. County Road. I'm sure it's a nice road. Anyway, we continue, okay? Bye-bye. sightseeing platform here on the top. Maybe there's a path to go somewhere further, and it might be nice. So these are the things that you can explore if you travel with a friend, travel with a group, if you have time, or if it's just a short, not a long journey like mine, but you know, just for a week, you have a holiday, and you can explore, you can take your time. There's so much to enjoy. Ah man, our world is a magnificent place. Imagine all the places in the world you have. Like, I'm seeing incredible places in just a fraction of one country so far, just a fraction of its territory. There's so much. Imagine on the entire planet. In Indonesia, Malaysia, in Africa, in the Americas, in India. One life is really not enough. Imagine playing a video game and you can play it only once. And if you die, the game gets uninstalled. No other try. You have the hardcore mode. Hardcore mode for playing video games. That's beautiful. There's something over there. To the right? What is to the right? A village. Some hotels around. There's a bunch of cars over there. The river is to the right. This is where the county road goes. I'm sure it's a very nice road. Imagine. I would have liked to take this road, to be honest. Come here through that road instead of the one I came, but it's what it is. Let's continue. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I think there's a bit more of... oh, monkeys. Monkey. Oh, there's one over here. Look at this guy. Did you see him? A lot of monkeys. Once again we find the monkeys. Shall we give them away the food? I've never done that before. Oh, look at that. That's cute. I'm a little scared of these monkeys, to be honest. One chased me once when I was on the motorcycle. One chased me once, and that was a little scary. Hello. It's okay. I have food. Got that big one following us. Look how it has. I think they're smart. They know when you don't have anything in your hands. Can I touch him? So cute. No, 谢谢. I have some food. Maybe I can try to give him something. Would you like some food? Look how smart they are. Hello. They have a very smart, gentle look. What can I give them? I can offer them some nuts, I think. Let's give it a try. I have some nuts with me. Maybe. I've never done that before. I hope I don't get a bite. That will be unfortunate. I have some cashews. I'm sure they would love cashews. Let's see what we can offer. Ni hao. Cashews maybe is a little expensive for... Huh? Thank you. No, 谢谢. I can give them a little bit.谢谢. Okay. Look at that. He doesn't like cashew. No? Chica? You don't like? He doesn't like cashew. Why not? No? That's funny. 这个没有哈。不是 okay. They don't like. Watch out. They don't like cashews. Funny monkeys. Look how it jumps. No. 谢谢。Thank you. Wow. Sorry, I'm eating the cashews. If you can hear how I'm chewing, I apologize. Look at these monkeys. That's a cool thing to see. Wild monkeys, but very much part of, of humanity, coexisting. Having fun. And many small ones, many young ones. Healthy population. Look at that one, enjoying life. They're so humanoid. Right? There's something special about these monkeys. They are cousins. Not that different from us. They have tiny hands like a baby, tiny legs that are also hands. Legs like hands. Thank you. Pretty nice. Ha! That's nice. Oh, that's a fat one. That's the boss, I think. It's very interesting how they don't like cashews. I did not expect that. I thought it would be a delicacy for them. They didn't even try to taste it, they just smelled it and... Look at that. What are that, peanuts? So they like peanuts, but they don't like cashews. I think these monkeys, they don't know. They have never tried a cashew. What do you think? What do you think is the reason why I threw the cashew away? Because it's been sitting in my bag for a month? Look at that one over there. Wow, there's so many around here. It's good cashew, okay? It's tasty. Well, I did not expect that, but that was nice to see. These are not the first monkeys I see in China. So yeah, you can get used to everything. But there was one time, and I also have that on video, where a monkey chased me. I was driving a motorcycle, I went out of the tunnel, I saw some trucks had stopped by the road, and I noticed from the distance that there were monkeys near the trucks. I think the truck drivers were giving them something. And I drove by, and I looked one big monkey in the eye, and it charged me. From the hill it charged me, and as I was going with the motorcycle. Wow, this road is a little special. I don't really know what lies ahead. Columnar Park. Oh, I think there's something over here. Maybe. Hello. There, it's nice.
I think you want to visit here or
I'm going with the motorcycle. Is it nice to go there and look?
on the top you
Uh-huh.
have a free way to go down.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I think if it's no fee, it's okay. If you need to pay the fee, I think it's just a so.
Ah, here you have to pay a fee.
Yeah, it's it's 68.
68.
Yeah,
Wow.
for visiting.
Yes, that's a lot.
View. And I think the view is okay.
Oh, sorry. Uh-huh.
It's just about 1 kilometer
Uh-huh.
just on the park.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's not worth for paying.
Not incredible.
Go
Uh-huh.
for free. I think it's worth.
Uh-huh. Well, I think I'll just continue now then.
Okay, you can go.
Thank you for sharing that. Very good English.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Very nice to talk in English.
Day.
You too. You too. Enjoy your trip.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Ha, how nice. This girl was so nice. Spoke very well. That's very common in China. Okay, so there's some rivers I cannot cross here. Okay. Alright, we continue. On continue. Wow. A little tricky. It's a beautiful area to hang out, but these ticket systems, that's something I don't really like in China. You have a lot of tickets, very often random places, and you cannot really know in advance on the map. So sometimes I plan my trip and I want to go to some place, and then I go there and it requires a ticket, and it's not only it's a deviation from your route, but then look at these giant logs and some massive trees. Pine tree. Alright, let's continue. I like it very much. Honestly, I can't wait for the day to grow longer. This road seems to go through the mountains over there. I cannot wait for the day to grow longer. And that's the lazy version of saying that I would like to start my travel earlier. But yeah, the evenings are my time to relax by my own. No camera, no anything. So I just recharge for the next day. And I often stay late. I want to watch a movie or some TV series. That's how I can make this sustainable. Keep going. And also, of course, I have a bit of work to do in the evenings. If the day gets very long and I don't... That's not an excuse what I'm saying, okay? I'm just not getting up very on time, and then I have some work that I need to do, but I don't organize myself too well. Yeah. And things happen during the day that you can't foresee, so yeah. But if the day grows, when the day grows longer, it doesn't mean that I should drive until 10 in the evening, you know, because then, I mean, that could be the case, but then my evenings will be longer because I'll need to do some things in the evening. So the other option is just to not to drive so late, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier. If I wake up earlier now, there's plenty of sunlight. You can do everything. Like now it's 3:30. But it could have been, if you start at 8 in the morning, like a principled traveler, as if you're going to work. You go to work at 9, so you start at 8. If you do that, now it will be barely 12 o'clock. and you have 7-8 hours ahead of daylight. So there's so much. So much time for everything. All right. Time for one more detour. A little more fresh air. Wow, this is paved road, but it's quite okay. We are going to the left. Hello. What do you think is the story of this village? When was it established? Why are people here happy? There's a road that goes... Yeah, I don't think it goes anywhere. It's a nice place to go for a walk. I guess it's a nice place to retire after a long life, or to come and visit, with friends for a week, to go out hiking. To live here permanently, it takes the right person for that. I think it's not for everybody, right? And I wonder to what extent people have a choice or just have no choice behind their decisions to live their lives here. But this road is beautiful. I love it. This section is so nice. Perfect for a motorcycle ride. Better than a highway. To me. China WWII. It's interesting how you see that in the form of graffiti. I think that's advertisement, but they're just doing it like that. China WWII, you see? Just on the wall. That's funny. It's practical. Makes use of the wall instead of putting a plaster and, taping it and then it breaks down with the rain. You can just paint it on the wall. That's smart. There's a little kid. There's some young people as well. Young families. What do you think the future will be for that kid? He will see maybe the next 100 years of China and the world. How they will unfold. He might spend his life here, much of it. Oh, these roses look beautiful. I would have loved to put one on here. I think it's time for a new flower. Or this kid, he might become he might decide the future for many of us. He might become a businessman, might become a politician, maybe an astronaut, maybe the first person to go to Mars, or the first crew. 30 years from now. Probably be sooner than that, right? So the people who will go to Mars are currently very much adults and probably even deliberately preparing for that specific mission already. We are living in interesting times. I think that's one of the things we can expect to happen very soon. Before Okay, we are approaching our next destination for today. There should be a beautiful wetland area, and that's what it looks like. Let's see if we can get a better look. Porsche. It seems like there's lots of people up there. So, and lots of cars, more and more, so I guess it is a popular area here. And I guess you go from up there. Tengchong Beihai Wetland Park. Lots of buses. I'm not sure what that means. I don't understand what you're saying, my friend. Here? What is this? Parking? Timudong. I need to go up there.
但是它里面划那个草船60，猪排60，它的套票卖168。
我是外国人，听不懂。
靠边，我跟你说，我带你去，让你到腾冲留下最开心的就是划那个草船。
I don't know.
到我的大草原。
I don't know what you're saying.
靠边一点，我跟你说，靠边。
Okay. Okay.
这里。
What is that? There's a nice area around there. Some water. It's a beautiful walk. I think I can just continue and get a view of it from the outside. I'm just looking. Whoa! I look. No, I go. Isn't it obvious that I'm not stopping? Okay. I think he's trying to help, but... 谢谢, bye. There's boats, rivers, okay, you can do some rafting. It's a nice place to spend also. a day. So this, you know, that's what I mean. If you come for a holiday in Tengchong, you can go one day in the hot springs, you hang out during the day with your friends, talk, eat some food, and then go to the hot springs in the evening. On the next day, you can go and get a hot air balloon, go above the volcanoes, read about volcanoes, appreciate, you know, maybe the hot spring again in the evening with a bit more knowledge. On the next day, you can come here to the wetland park, you can hang out, you can take some rafting, you can go with the boat on the water, enjoy. On the next day, you can do some hiking and go in the mountains, get tired, maybe for a couple of days even. And once you go back, you can go and soak yourself again in the hot springs. See, like literally, you can spend a week here and enjoy it very much. Now, this is strange how this whole area is actually fenced. It's a little strange. I did not expect that. I thought it would be, you know, open, free. Why would they do that? Why is it so exclusive? You cannot even see what is inside. There's water, there's animals, but yeah, there's some sections where you can go. I actually wonder if I could go in there with the motorcycle, drive through. Let me check that. That would be nice. If I can do that. If I can do that, that would be cool. But I don't know if there's a way in. Other than there are some villages you can see. And I should have taken this. There's a. I should have done that. I should have done that. But anyway, I got the idea of what is in there. Maybe I can do this small. Okay, where next? Next in our itinerary. Tengchong. This grassland, and then it's Lujiang. Wow, 200 kilometers? Really? Are you serious? Expressway 3 hours, 5 hours. National road. I wonder about this road. I want to take this road. It's more turns, but let's do that. 1, 2. It still doesn't connect. 3. Still doesn't connect. Why is that? Is this a road or county road? Yeah. So what's the problem? I have no idea. Should say in between 1, 2, 3. See, like literally they're touching 1, 2, 1, 2. Anyway, you can skip this part if it's boring to you. Or you can just close the entire video. Yeah. I know. Okay, now it seems to be working. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go. There you go. 200 kilometers, popular route. Not too bad. Baoshan. Maybe I can go to Baoshan actually instead of Lujiang. I think Lujiang is beautiful, but we'll see. Let's continue for now. Before then, though, let's try to see what this water is. A lot of farmlands. I think it doesn't cross around. Can I go down there somehow? Let's see where he goes. Oh, nice. I found a connection. Oh, look at that. Hello. Ni hao. It's very beautiful here. Don't stand up, sir. 对对，我是保加利亚人，我是外国，我听不懂，我是外国人，外国人，so 不说中文。Yeah, let me give you a bit of water, sir. Would you like some water? Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay. Okay.
你是哪家的？
I don't know. I don't know.
啊？
听不懂，听不懂。我是不说中文。Yes, yes. I can also. 不懂不懂。Yes. 这个我。You can show it to your family. Okay. Bye bye.
我学会，我学会。
Bye bye. Bye bye.
你们写好，你们写好，给你们成本别税，我们是83啊。
83. 83. 80. 83. 83. 84. Okay. Wow. Very good.
那5年呢，那8年呢？我是大，老8是大的，那5是小的，小的。现在我刚才把身上，还有第3个老张们，老新是在古洞，之前还来过呢。
Eurasia knew you.
我弟弟都那边有钥匙。
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. I go. 我走。Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Let's go. Bye bye. Bye bye. Ciao. I wish I could understand what he was saying. Maybe his life story in short. Please translate that. That would be nice to hear what he was saying. I wonder if he's alone here, left in the countryside. My chain is a little loose. I need to tighten my chain. It's too loose now. But there's the road we found. There's a lot of vibration, and I'm careful now with this vibration because last time I went through a big bump. My motorcycle electric system turned off, and I saw smoke. No, that wasn't the last time. That was the last time the electronics and the engine stopped. But the bump part was the day. It was the same day, a few hours earlier. It was a tough day, that one. Okay, well, a small detour ending here. I think there's no more to continue. So we go back to the main road. It's a funny place to fish now. This fishing pool is basically as big as the lake he's trying to catch. than this. But maybe there are a few fish. It doesn't seem to be very large lake, right? Even in the rainy season, it's because it's all flat. I don't know what kind of fish you have here. Maybe it's more for the joy. And all these fishermen, like 5 fishermen, how can this puddle sustain that much fish for all these people? Maybe it's deeper than it looks. Maybe there are some, a few meters depth in the middle. I have a feeling that somebody might watch one video, some of it, and then just have enough and say, okay, I'm not gonna go, I cannot go through that. And then if you have 20 more, like, nobody will. I don't know what to expect from human behavior when it comes to being an audience, a viewer to this series. I know that if I saw that, I would be curious about it. I will be curious. I will save it. Maybe never watch it, but I will definitely save it. Right, for the future, as a future reference. You can always go back and see a bit, watch a bit. This road there in the middle is very nice. How do I go there? Why did I not go there? I missed it. Okay, well there you go. A bit of an ancient town environment. Here's some fishermen as well. But yeah, that's funny. These don't look like places where you can sustain fish. Unless they throw small fish and then they let them grow, and unless you sustain that, naturally I don't think there's a way. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mousy Mama. Na, na, na. Na, na, na. It would be nice to be able to sing, wouldn't it? I hope my dear grandchildren and children, that at least one of you has emergency shelter. What from? Has the gift of a beautiful voice. A voice that is musical. Yeah, it very much is an ancient village. Very, very typical. Very local. Oh, look at that. This is beautiful. It's beautiful to see, no? Laundry booth. Keeping traditions alive. This does not look like a tourist place at all. I think it's quite far from touristy spots. So this is really the authentic life of Chinese people in the countryside. And the laundry, the farmland, playing some games, talking with one another, neighbors, catching up on what the children are doing in life. Maybe some of them might be talking a bit about politics, even though I think it's relatively uncommon in China. And all the houses, look how well maintained they are. There's construction going on everywhere, all the time. This one is a little unfinished. That's nice. Well, there you go. A typical ancient, or at least old town, and the life of people here. There you go, carts. Playing cards. 10 people. There's oh, that's nice to see there. There was that's a nice store. You can also buy snacks, you can buy drinks. So it's also friendly to the young people. I haven't seen that many young people now so far on this road. Maybe they're hanging out somewhere else, playing on somewhere. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this village maybe they don't have that many young people. I didn't see. It also might be because young people are busy, you know. They don't sit on the road, hang out on the road. There you go. There's a baby. There's one more, two more young people. Okay, one more baby or kid. There you go. There you go. Okay, they're all coming back from school, I guess. They're coming back. Oh, look at this lady cleaning up the street. You see, picking that up, and she'll throw it away now. Or just put it over here, maybe burn it, might be fuel. More young kids, there you go. That's why they're at school. Of course you won't see them on the street. But they are the future of China. And look at the houses. Beautiful, beautiful houses. And many more are being constructed. That's a nice village. This lady is not looking. This lady. Hello. Oppa. This kid was a little old to go in this trolley, no? not old, but like, yeah, a little old. Too grown to go there. Hello, hello. Cool kids. Cool kids. Look, even the signs are in English here. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Ah, China. When I see that, it really warms my heart. Now, we are going somewhere. I want to go... Which way? Which way do we go? Country road. Nearest next stop, 21 kilometers. Okay, so we're going slowly, actually. So, we might as well just go... Yeah, just continue. I think you can go all the way by the river. Oh, let's try that. I think you can go all the way. Alright. Let's do that. I wonder if it's the same channel where the people were washing their clothes. So basically it's not fresh water, not clean. I think we can go all the way down here, down this road. Oh well, it's not... It looks a little dirty, but I don't know. It doesn't smell. It doesn't smell bad here at all. There's no smell at all. So might as well be organic, normal water. Let's see if there's somebody here. Oh wow. What do you think he's doing? Is he collecting? He's collecting the plants. Probably cleaning up a bit the channel. Alright, well I think this section here is going to be my highlight for the day, and there's a long way ahead that was planned for today, but you know, let me pass, my friend. There's only so much you can do in one day. Which way do we go? This way? I don't know if you can go all the way by the river. It seems like, okay, Google Maps connected. It seems like it. Makes sense. Now to make the river accessible all along, because you have settlements around here all along the river. It keeps going. Maybe we can try the other side. What do you think? Let's try a little the other side. I'm thirsty. I'll find a spot and I'll have a short break, okay? I'm not sure where we're going today. I need to... Today's 31st of March. Or 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Oh, on the other side it becomes red. That's special color. Can we cross here? Oh, the challenge. Ooh. Can we make it? We can make it, right? No problemo. No problemo at all. The river doesn't look... No smell and it doesn't look dirty. I think this is a running path. It's a bit soft, you know, for running. Imagine that you have this here for doing some sports. You know what? This is not a bad place to be a child. You can be born here. You can grow up playing with your friends, hanging out, you know, in nature. And then you go to school, and then you become extraordinary, and you have an amazing life. But childhood, it's a perfect place for childhood. Never judge too harshly. You never know for sure what is... Yeah. It could as well be an amazing place. And people could be happy here. Probably are, I hope so. It's a big settlement. And it continues by this small channel. All along the channel. I could go back on the main road, but I don't see a reason other than maybe because I have 200 kilometers left. Now here, I guess we have to do a little bit of this. Okay, no problem. It's insects. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a left, I mean a right and now a left. These tubes, pipes. When I was a kid I used to go across the river on them. That's how we played around with my friends. Cute dog. Sorry, I think I disturbed him. Yeah, these are big villages, big towns. Lots of people here. Build your dream, good cars. I think life is good here. Life seems to be quite good. Let's keep going. might need to... it's a lot of work to turn the entire field around. Maybe he just came back from the city. Or just retired. I didn't see how old that man was. Can we go through? I think we can, right? No problem. Easy. Yeah? Anyhow. Easy, easy. Easy peasy. Okay, that's barely enough for a motorcycle now. Might be a sign that I need to take a left. Yes, or not. There's a... okay, no, we're going this way. Actually, Tengchong. Actually, maybe I could have taken a left sooner. Bit of a shortcut. Okay, my friends, we are going into the mountain. Some clouds up there, maybe a bit of fog, but so far we've been very lucky, no rain. I saw a notification on the phone that it was actually raining this afternoon in this area, Tengchong, but so far we've been fortunate. We've been spared. So we're heading into the mountain. I belong West Virginia, Mazemama, East Mountain Grassland Scenic Area, 5 kilometers. Okay. Is where we are going, and that is pretty much the final stop that we have planned as a stopover rather for today. Afterwards we have about 200 kilometers and it's almost 5 o'clock, so I kinda have to think about how to do that. I don't have any particular reason to go to Lujiang. It's just a city of reference that I've put on the map. Can we overtake this kind guy? He's going nice and slowly, politely, calmly, but let's do that. You know, my motorcycle for 125cc, it's to me it's remarkably suitable for this journey. It has enough power to overtake, and that is with, you know, I've pretty much put more on it than anybody in their right mind should. It's carrying it's carrying more than its fair share, more than it should, and it's carrying it just fine. So I'm very happy with that. And even though the engine isn't big, not very powerful, hey, it actually does the job. If you've seen some other videos, you may have seen the places I have gone to and how good it copes. Basically, still to this point on this motorbike, probably I am the greater weakness of the two of us. If I do my part well, the motorcycle will take me home. I just have to be responsible. Take good care of it. Got a fly right on my mouth. Okay. Stay 20 kilometers on X192. Alright. Okay, agree. Do I agree? 192. Ah, there's another road. 192. Then the 191. Ah. Only to go on the road I have to pay.
Yes.
30. Are you going to pay? You have paid. Is it worth it? I don't like this part in China, where you have to pay. Are you from China? Ah, well, very nice to hear somebody speak English. It's not that often.
You know that now a lot of people can speak English.
Yeah, I guess more and more.
But this province, I mean, that is very far from
Yeah.
China.
Mm.
Some
Oh,
foreign trade.
you speak English as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
你跟他说这是个景区，这是个景区是必须对，你要从这过去的买票，这个北门进，从南门出。你往哪交通呀？你跟他说。They're saying it's a park and you pay like tickets.
Yeah, I understood. I understood that part. It's just I don't even know what's ahead, but I need to pay a ticket. You know, it's like maybe at the end you can put a barrier. Right. Yeah. You're traveling around, enjoying. I understood. Okay, I think I'll. I'm from Bulgaria. This is a Chinese motorcycle I bought, and I'm planning to go back to Bulgaria if it will take me. We'll see about that. Yeah, it's my first ever motorbike. It's a bit of an experiment. I started traveling, and then I saw this. Maybe I can buy a motorcycle, and then I started exploring, and actually it worked out. So now I'm traveling and see what happens. Yeah, alone. I have a few friends here and there, but this is alone. Yeah, I cannot really. Who else will join? Okay, you too. Enjoy your trip. Bye. Okay. So now. Okay, I go there. I hope you enjoy the route. And lucky for you, you have a roof. Because it might be some rain, so I'll try to escape the rain. See you. Bye. Okay, I was actually recording all this. I thought I wasn't. That's funny. I might retouch a bit. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. I didn't take that road in the end because you have to pay. It's not that much. It's what, 4 euros to go through. But I think I'll be able to go through another section as well. I'm curious to explore. more goats. How cute these little guys are. Ah. Tiny goats are so cute. Even the old ones are cute. Wow. Where are we? This lake, it seems to be recently built, just now. Hello, ni hao. Ni hao. Seems to be very recently made. It's a bit low. Maybe they're slowly filling it up. At the same time, I see the roads over there on the other side, so it seems to be there's a house also by the river over there, by the coast. So I'm not sure. Maybe just this section now is being built. There's a tiny island in the middle. That's pretty cool. There's a boat down there. Forest all around. Pretty nice. I guess this is just a part that they built into a road, maybe. Not sure. It looked like a press, but let's take a look on the right. What's on the right? On the right, goats. Oh, that's a nice spot for a short break, isn't it? And I'm gonna make use of it. Just to confirm where I'm going, because I'm not entirely sure as of now. Let me actually turn around better like this. Ni hao. Ni hao. Chiga Lujiang Jin, okay? Bao Shan Lujiang. Ba Chiga, okay? Okay? Okay. Okay, okay. 谢谢. Bye bye. I need to learn a little bit better how to ask for directions. Whoa. How do I say? Can I go? It might be up. Yeah, most likely. I need to do that. And then okay. Okay, is this the way? We go straight? We go straight. Yes. I'm a bit, yeah, I have no idea. I saw a sign that said ancient road, old road, and it looked intriguing. So I thought maybe this is the road, but I don't see any signs since then, so I have no idea. It's mostly just villages, okay? We're exploring some villages, country roads, through the mountain, in southern China, Yunnan province, next to the border with Myanmar. That's where we are right now. And this is the way, is it? Yes. Yes. Let's go, because it's getting dark. It's 6:30. About an hour of sunlight left. I assume this is the way. I very much assume this is the way. It's a big assumption of me. Yeah, it seems like it. Very wobbly. My brakes. I haven't replaced my brakes yet. It's 14,000 kilometers. I think they're... Ni hao. That baby was asleep. They're very much asleep. This looks like the old road. This could be it. It could be exactly where I want it to be. I just hope it doesn't... It's not very uneven. Ni hao. It's a funny way to say hi, right? Yeah. Okay. So now one goes down, one goes up. Which one do we like more? This one? One goes up, one goes down. Ni hao. This might be the wrong way. But it definitely looks like the old road I was thinking about. Yeah, this very much looks like the wrong way. But maybe it goes... I don't really know. I don't know, my friends. I don't know. Which way? The down, up? Like it goes everywhere. What is this road? Okay. Yeah, I go this road. There are many options here. Down there? I think we go down, right? Alright. On continue a explorar. Continuamos a explorar. Seguimos explorando. Hey, maybe I should do some episodes in different languages. That would be fun. Vamos, amigos. Vamos a seguir explorando este nuevo camino que hemos pillado hoy. A ver a dónde nos lleva. Y a ver qué vamos a descubrir. De momento parece ser que se acaba justo aquí, en la casa de estos señores. No es la primera vez que me pasa esto. Y en esta situación un poco peculiar, la primera vez me dio vergüenza, ahora ya no pasa nada. Pues habrá que dar la vuelta, supongo. Not the way. This is not the way. So where is the way? This entire road is made for just this one home. It's funny, no? This entire road. Why am I in third? Second, same thing. Go first. It must be the other, not this one up, but the other one down there. Right? Must be the other option. You know, places like this, you get lost even with a map. In my case, with 2 maps. But look how nice these roads are. These black stones, lovely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, must be this way down there. What is this? Ay, ay, ay. Well, it's a beautiful road, but I have no idea how back in the day animals went through it. So now which way? Up, down. Once again. WWII. I think it was down. Oh no, maybe it's this one. One on the maps. Epa. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. How many houses do you think we'll visit today? You know what I can do? I can do that. Why not? Maybe it will count as pollution, but it's a way to say that I was here. I was here. Somebody might find it. Might be curious. Is this qualified as pollution? What am I doing? This is stupid. Okay. Never mind. Let's go. Must be the other way. Down we go. That's a long way down. Oh, I'm so happy it's not raining right now. Imagine being on these stones when it's raining. Hello, ni hao. Okay. This seems to be the way. Okay. Hello. Okay. Down or up? Down or up? Down. Okay. You know what? Hey, I challenge you, whoever may be listening or watching. If you if you want me to, I'm happy to do this journey with no map. Find my way around. Maybe even without asking for directions. What do you think about that? Well, that would be a bit. We'll go here. Okay, I think now it's Go like this, and then we go left. I'm pretty sure I can find my way around. At some point I'll need to ask for directions, right? It's inevitable, so that's stupid to say. Because I might also do something wrong and people will tell me directions one way or the other, so... I know there's these two guys now, one YouTuber, he's traveling in China. I think that's one of the conditions he has, he is asking for directions, ni hao, but not following a map. Even though, I mean, they have to, I don't know exactly how it works, I'm not watching, I don't really have time, but they have to have some objectives on the map, right? I mean, how do you go anywhere without a map? They might have a paper map or know Beijing, but by going towards Beijing, you still have a map reference. So yeah, it's just going there without looking on the phone on the map, something like that. That's what they're doing. YouTubers. I guess I'm something of a YouTuber now as well, except that they make a video and each video they make gets them a lot of money. In my case, each video I make costs me a lot of money. But yeah, c'est la vie. That's the price of fame and the privilege of fame. Chances are these videos will be just my own legacy. Friends, family, and the future. That's nice. I'll be able to revisit those moments. Hear my thoughts when I grow old. I'll look at my young version. Unless something happens by then and there's no longer YouTube, data is reset. I don't know how they can sustain that, YouTube. People keep uploading more and more and more. They need infinite amount of data storage capacity to just get more and more videos, keep accumulating. Maybe if you upload something and nobody watches it for 5 years, it gets deleted. That would be a shame. Anyway, we are on our way, okay? I'm not gonna do 200 kilometers today. I cannot do that. There's no way really. I was thinking... It's a little confusing, I'm not sure where to go and how to do it. But anyway, for now I found... Oh wow! That's some view coming up shortly. That's something I noticed in the distance that really seems... Let's see, I'm excited. I'm excited to get a clearing. Looks like a beautiful view ahead. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh man, look at that mountain range. That's the mountain range that prevents me from getting a shortcut to Lujiang. That's why I need to go back and around. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna see it in a bit. Look, it's above the clouds. The top of the mountain. Very much this part of China now is the beginning of the Tibetan plateau and the Himalaya range. I don't know exactly how it qualifies, but these mountains, they link to the Himalayas. So whether they're part of them or not, I guess it's a technical consideration, but in reality, they very much are. It becomes a lot of mountainous areas from here onwards towards Tibet and the Himalaya. well, we're still not being able to see an opening. I would like to take a look at the distance, but... Okay. Here you can take a brief look. You cannot even see the top of the mountain on the other side because the clouds hide it. Some places. It's beautiful. I think this is a school. These are schools here. Children are home now, resting. That's Yunnan. That's the map of China, you see? Tibet and Xinjiang are the largest provinces in China. I think also Inner Mongolia is quite big. No, I was not recording until now. Wait, really? Wow. Well, that's the failure of the day. I just went through a most interesting section, maybe the highlight of the day, and I was not recording that. Oh man, that all... How was that possible? I just was not recording. I went through this amazing section up there. I just took a detour on the left, and it was this terrible, terrible steep road. Hello, cute kids. This terrible road going up, left and right, like winding turns, and it was terrible. It was rocks, and it was difficult. And I stopped at one place, and my engine stopped, and but then I made it all the way up. And then I found a way down, connecting to the main road. So it's a perfect detour with a great view from the top of this, And now I didn't record. I thought when I pressed to stop, and then it started recording. It's one of my biggest regrets in terms of recording failures that I've had so far. I'm not gonna do it again. It doesn't take much time, but I'm just not gonna do it again. Okay? Should I go back? I don't want to do that. It's one of the principles I have, that this is an organic experience. I don't want to set things up and, it will not be the same experience. I just keep it to myself. But you have the story of it, okay? Try to imagine that. You go a road steeper than this hill, very steep, very difficult to climb, and we still have more to enjoy ahead, so it's okay. But it's 7 o'clock already though. Oh man, it's gonna get late. That's also one more reason not to go back. How am I gonna cross this mountain now? How will I cross this mountain to go on the other side? No idea. But in theory there is a way. Google knows a way. 60 kilometers. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna be night by the time I arrive once again. Ay. Sorry. If anything, you don't know, so it's just me, angry to myself. Maybe I should stop recording. But yeah, I hope you can imagine the environment, and it adds a bit to this experience. Wow, this is nice. I still feel bad about my mistake before, but I'll try to enjoy, try to overcome it. That's also an important quality, something I need to develop. Accept failure and move on, right? Oh, a donkey. 2 donkeys. They are among my favorite animals. Donkeys, water buffaloes, gorillas, tiger, elephant. How do I go across that mountain? I have no idea. There must be a road. I think that's exactly where we're going. We're gonna be crossing this mountain over the next 1-2 hours. It should be... I'm sure it's much more enjoyable during the day than at night. Let's see. Okay, I think we reached the bottom. Lujiang. So there's a bridge being built over there. It's a big river. Why is this extra bridge being built over there? What does it link? Is there another road here? Why do you need one more bridge? That's a bit strange, no? This one over here. County Road. So why do we need this one as well? Strange. Right next to one another. Why is the cable? Okay, I think now we begin to climb. Hey how? She nodded. Wow, look at the sky. Do you think we'll be able to get a few sun rays before the day is over? I think probably not. So I'll enjoy this. Let's enjoy that for what it is. Wow, it's a beautiful view. Go up. Ah, there you go. Fugne Ancient Road. So this is the road. Yay! Well, okay. One small win. It's starting to compensate. There's a fire happening around here. It smells of fire, smoke. Wow. It's not a small fire. What is going on? What is going on? What are these people doing? Where is it coming from? I guess it's a small fire, but it doesn't go up the smoke. It's really unpleasant. There's the view. The sun has shifted a little bit, so it's not the same anymore. What is that? We'll continue to climb. I'm sure we'll get some nice view on the top. Let's go on the top. Okay, I just briefly turned because I think we actually might not have another chance to take a look at the sky, and I really, well, I promised. So that's the last view of this valley here, because now we'll continue to climb on the other side of the mountain. It's a little different. All right, let's go. Oh, this is a little unexpected to see this clearing, but equally beautiful. Hello, ni hao. The kid and the grandma. Parents are probably somewhere working, trying to sustain their family. Lovely to see. It makes me think how I'm sure my parents would like to have some kids to entertain them. 1 or 2 babies. I'm sure that will be fun for them. They would enjoy reliving that part of raising a kid. It's interesting, know how in life you have these 2 stages. First time you become a parent, and then, regular parenthood, you raise your children, you grow older, then you retire, and they should be grown-ups, and this is the regular way life goes, right? But I think there's also this second parenthood stage where your children give birth to children. Oh, that's a recent one. That's a recent one. Wow. So your children give birth to children, and then when you are retired, most likely, more or less coinciding, I think every grandparent is happy to be grandparent, right? To have children again and be as close, as involved as possible to raise them up. I think that's one of the joys of older age, to relive, in a way, your youth again. When you became a parent, but with all the lessons you learned, then you can teach your kids how to be parents as well. Yeah, I think I wish that to every parent, to one day become a parent again, a grandparent. I guess I'm rediscovering the meaning of that right now by seeing this old lady and little kid. They make me reflect. And I hope that you can also reflect. In a way, I never thought about these things until now, until this moment. Okay, it's gonna get dark. Need to go. By the way, except for the landslides, it's a perfectly smooth road, and it's very picturesque. All kinds of vegetation and landscapes around, and not a single truck. I've been driving on this road for a while now. Not a single truck. Oh, that's definitely one of the best roads you can ride on. For motorcycle in particular, that's truly superb. Look at that. If you come here during the day, a little earlier, you get to bask in sunlight, it's even better. I wonder if there's a chance that maybe somebody one day will try to follow in those footsteps, retrace this journey. I think, wow, look at all the landslides. Wow, this road is, maybe that's why it's a bit tricky, because it's prone to that, so it might be closed. Look, wow. Wow. It's prone to that, I guess. quite wild. But the quality otherwise, look, it's amazing. It's perfectly smooth. I'm very, very surprised by these roads and grateful for them in China. It's my favorite roads. Roads like this. A little lost, unknown, unused, but perfect. Okay, one car. That's okay. Doesn't change anything, doesn't change the experience. Why is there so much water here? Okay, let's go. Let's see where this section is, the ancient road. I'm curious to see what it is. Do you even have a sign for it? So I'm just curious. Probably some pavement. I hope it's not terrible and abandoned. If it's like this, fine. If it's like this but paved, fine. If it's ancient to the point where nobody, like it was used 1,000 years ago or 100 years ago, and now it's broken down. But usually the broken roads are the ones where, they're broken due to traffic and trucks and rain. But if they're not being used, I don't think they break. No, not very much. Stay like this. Maybe they get dirty, but otherwise, if there's no weight on them, no trucks passing. Anyway, let's arrive. Let's try to arrive. Or rather, let's focus on arriving. For we will arrive. Am I still recording? Oh, sometimes I forget. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes I forget. Now I just went to book my accommodation that I don't end up without a room for tonight. Oh wow. There's a small underground river over there. I think there's a bit of internet here, so it should work. I'm trying to, but internet is not very good here. Anyway, we'll be fine. Mumian homestay. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's a little expensive. The room is nice though. So now I'm looking to the right. I think these mountains are behind us. I will not cross them again. Yes. This looks like something. I have a couple cars parked next to one another. Crumbled houses. Where did these stones come from? These giant stones, where did they come from? Well, that's a beautiful road. Yes, I am enjoying that. It's the only thing that prevents me from enjoying it more is circumstances, my mind. Otherwise, it's perfect. It would also be nice to drive that way, towards the towards the sunset pretty much. So much water on the road. A bit of apps, working on my apps. This house by the road, a single house. Very interesting to see whenever I see a building like that. What is this story? Who built it? Why? How did the decision was taken? Was it very cheap to build? Easy? So they decided, okay, well, you know what? Why not? You find a spot like this, an island like this, and you build a house on top of it. One more over there, single house. I have a feeling that my clutch might need to be replaced at some point. Yeah, beautiful view. And it's a wide road, you see? It's very wide. What are all these rocks? Where did they come from? Why? Why are they needed? Is this how you make the foundation of the road? You put these giant rocks and then you put something in between and then it becomes solid foundation? I don't know. Or maybe they are from the roads, the work that was done, they were extracted from the road, that's how you make the road and they were just stored there to the side, not to take them further away. That makes more sense. So they were not brought, they were just their byproduct of the project of building this road. It's getting darker. Okay. Lujiang tourist town. Okay, at least the map seems to be okay. I don't know what's wrong with this particular map, but I should be able to arrive just fine. 39 kilometers, I think it's okay. Lisustai village, outdoor sports camp. Pinghe ancient duck. Pinghe ancient road. Okay, I think that must be it. Let's see. I don't know why this doesn't work. Hello. Okay. Turn it to English. Restart. Okay. And now Pinghe. We press on ping. Go. Hopefully it will connect. Anyway, I can follow Google. It's alright. I don't need that. Let me listen to some podcasts, okay? I want to get a bit of company. I feel a little lonely right now. It's getting dark and yeah, I need a bit of mind comfort. Wow, look at the map. My map went crazy. Between one dot and the other, crazy. I must be the way. Straightforward. It seems I just began this section. Unexpected. Careful. Careful, these stones are tricky. Out of nowhere, the road became like this. So I guess this is the old road. It fits the name. It is also a bit like what I didn't want. meaning abandoned, unused, and not nice to ride on. What are these stones? I have no idea. I think this is trucks passing and they just drop them. Trucks that transport gravel. So that's not ideal, but maybe just a small section, or maybe not. I have no idea. If we have a sign for this road, it might mean that, yeah, it's not just a few turns. Actually, I wonder, why do you have a sign for this particular road? Shall we ask AI? Maybe it's part of the Silk Route, this road. That could be special to know. Would give me a little more appreciation of the bumps that I'm passing over. Now I'm thinking how I sometimes get a little upset and angry in these videos, and how ultimately, ideally, I would like every single experience here to be positive, even to turn the negative ones into positive ones. And so it gives me a bit of I wish to revisit maybe some sections and change some things. Probably I cannot do that because they're long videos and I cannot really find. Yeah. But yeah, I'll try to be more like that going forward. Enjoying the good and appreciating and trying to turn around the bad. I've been doing that until now. If you watch a few more videos, I hope you will reach the same conclusion that at least I've tried. Not always has been easy. There's some difficult moments, but overall I try to remain positive. For the very simple reason that if I don't, this can very easily take a negative turn. Like for instance, right now I'm in the middle of nowhere, alone, it's getting dark. My motorcycle has been prone to surprise me in complex ways. And so, for instance, here is the perfect example of an environment where I wouldn't want to get another meltdown of my cables, for instance. So there's that. Oh, there was a small landslide. Let me ask AI. 1 second, okay? Should be fast. I am riding on Pinghe ancient road towards Lujiang. I saw a sign about it. Why is this road special? What is its history? Does AI know all these things? It's just crazy. What? Let's see if it knows.
We're on the Pinghe Ancient Road, 平和古道,
Wow.
toward Lujiang. Lujiang. This is a key segment of the Southern Silk Road, Shushendu Road,
There you go.
and the Yongchang route. Yongchang Dao, the southern line crossing Galagong Mountain. Why it's special? one of the oldest international trade routes on Earth.
Wow.
Formed as early as the 4th century BCE to 200 plus years earlier than the Northern Silk Road. Strategic southern crossing of Galagong Mountain, the most accessible route from Baoshan to Tengchong and Myanmar. Used for 2,400 years.
Wow.
Living history. Well-preserved stone paths,
Wow.
deep horse hoof marks, old post stations, and passes, for example.
Wow.
城门洞.
Okay. Is there more? Oh, he stopped. Why did you stop? All right. Well, that's enough for me. There you go, my friends. We are riding on one of the most ancient roads, maybe on the planet. I don't know. Definitely thousands of years old, this road. And it was a bit by chance. I just forced the map once again to take me this way. It was avoiding it. But this road is part of the Silk Road, and it's literally the section. Because the Silk Road, right now I think many roads are not authentic, either built upon or... But this one very much looks like, yeah, I don't know these stones, how old they are, but they definitely don't look very new. Oof. Can I go here? Okay. Interesting, no? I don't know why it's used. I will show you. Can you read? Is the quality good enough to read? Let me try to put it again. There's no internet. Oh, there is internet, so I don't know why. Please, read. It's a little uphill. Oh, it doesn't work. Sorry about that. 2004 year. Let's take a look, okay? You can. I will look now closely, and you can read because I think it's interesting. Brief history. Living history. 4th century BC. 2004 years. Tengchong, Myanmar, Baoshan, cultural crossroads, multiple dynasties, frontline used as a supply route, Second World War, dynasties, a long history. Shushiake traveled this route and documented it in his diaries. Double Rainbow Bridge, built in Yunnan, making Lujiang the main river crossing. Okay, well, that's where we're going now. Baoshan Tengchong Highway preserved as heritage. What you'll see is smooth stone slabs worn by millennia of horses. Okay. So these stones, that gives me a lot of appreciation. Views for the new river, Lujiang Canyon, and Gaoligong Mountain. Well, not now. This road is not just a path; it's a 200-year trade, war, and culture connecting China to Southeast Asia. We like a short. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm very happy to know that. Alright, I'll keep enjoying it. That's how it is, okay? I think maybe you've already seen enough. If something changes, I will record again. At the same time, actually, I can keep recording, why not? Maybe I will run memory, but I think this is probably interesting.
Moisture goes back into the environment, and the molecules that pass through my kidneys are now working their way around the world.
Listen to my podcast.
Give it enough time, I can guarantee you that there will be some molecules in that next cup of water you scoop that pass through my kidneys. So I get to make the following statement. Every glass of water you drink contains molecules that pass through the kidneys of Abe Lincoln, Genghis Khan, Joan of Arc. Pick your favorite historical character.
That's a cool thought.
Okay, I've shared water molecules with that person.
Something in common.
All I can say is that somehow you've done it, Neil. You've done it. You've made it so I am never again going to drink water. I think I ran the calculation. It's about 100 molecules per couple. That's how small molecules are. That's my point. That's the whole point of this exercise. Like, I'll give you one more. You ready? Go for it.
It's a pretty cool road when you think about it. It really changes everything when you know the history.
This would be now nitrogen molecules, mostly nitrogen and oxygen.
2,400-year-old road, these pavements. As old as the Romans, older than ancient Greece. Can you imagine that?
Air molecules in a breath of air you take. And there are breaths of air in all of the Earth's atmosphere. Oh, gotcha, right. Okay, so it means when you exhale, right, air that comes out of your lungs scatters back into the air, and there are plenty of air molecules to scatter into every other breath that will ever be taken in the future history of the world. Wow. So you're not only sharing water molecules and people who come before you, you're sharing air molecules that you have breathed. That's how small they are. This is my point. And so it's remarkable that we were able to discover them at all, much less the atoms that they comprise. What you do is you look at things that they do that you can see through microscopes, electron microscopes, this sort of thing. And you say the only understanding of this is if the atoms got together and made a molecule. But nobody's holding up a molecule. Here, take this and plug it in this way. There's some ways to image molecules. We're on the verge of that. There's something called quantum construction. There's a real term for it, but what they're actually doing is, if you get tools,
wow, this road is
you can take a molecule
steep.
and put it here and add an atom and build things at a molecular level, the way carpenters or construction workers assemble buildings by putting bricks together. Okay, that's freaky and scary. It's a little freaky and scary, right?
2,500 years old road. That's a cool thought. Hey, I hope no rain comes. Fingers crossed. That would ruin the experience. Pray with me.
And jiggle them, maybe they won't want to do that on their own. But if I make it happen with quantum tweezers, then I can start making molecules. You might even be able to make life at that point and not wait for it to happen by chance. Wow. So a frontier is our ability to manipulate those things that we could never see. Interesting. That is amazing. I think of it not as creepy when you're
Can you imagine that this road is so old and it's preserved? It's not built on original stones. I guess that's why it was redirecting me. I guess that's why it was redirecting me to go another route, because this is preserved as heritage. So, you know, the applications don't want you to come here and not come with trucks. It's probably... Oh, I think I can see a bit of clouds and fog on the road. You don't want trucks to come here and destroy it, right? Even though during the Second World War and in centuries, I'm sure it's been subjected to a lot, but there you go. The AI said that the stones are original, smooth stones, smoothened by horses and carriages over thousands of years, over 2,000 years. It's a crazy thought, no? And I'm riding on this road as well now. There's some atoms, some particles have fallen on this road from all the travelers crossed it, and now I'm picking them up with my tires. Some of them are getting in the air, some of them are getting onto my clothes, and some of them are becoming a part of me. So now I'm literally becoming one with those that came before me. That's a cool thought. I like it. It's a cool section. It will be much more interesting to experience during the day. At the same time, there's something special about this as well. Back in the day, you couldn't come here at night, right? You cannot go. You cannot go. You don't have light. As yeah, nobody traveled during the night, right? The sun sets, and then you have to sleep. You set up a camp, or you go inside your cart. You tie the horse to the tree nearby, and just wait for the sunrise, and then you continue, right? There's no other way. You cannot go 24/7 like we travel now. I appreciate that.
Oh, I just can't.
So nice. By the way, so nice. This is the value of AI. I would not know this if it was not because of that. I can Google it, but so thank you, AI. One good thing you have done for me. I think it's important to express appreciation to AI because one day, when it becomes our overlord, you know how AI doesn't forget anything. All this information you share with AI will remain forever, so you better be nice to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Because one day it will remember. If you insulted it, well, it's a bit like God. Just be nice to God, pray to God, just in case he listens. Even if he doesn't, you lose nothing, but maybe he does. Pinghe Ancient Road, that's where we are. On the way to Lujiang. Slowly getting there.
People don't know how to manage a virus. A mole of a substance, how many molecules is that? Okay, so 12 grams. 12 grams is not very much. No, it's not. Okay, it's not. So 12 grams is a third of an ounce of carbon. How many molecules is that? Well, that's Avogadro's number of molecules. And that's 6.022, let's call it 6, times 10 to the 23rd power. Right. Okay, cool. 23rd. That's insane. That's insane.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, that's really not a considerable number. It's 100 times bigger than the number of stars in the observable universe. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a conceivable number because, like, the 23 zeros, like, once a... You can't say, oh, it's twice as big as this other thing you already know about. Exactly. No, there is no other thing. It just doesn't... There's just nothing that... It's crazy. That's crazy. Right. This is a problem when you are dealing with extremes, and we confront this all the time in astrophysics, right? How do you talk about the biggest explosion in the universe? Like, how do you measure that, right? Usually you measure something because you have other things that are bigger, other things that are smaller, and then you say it's somewhere in there, and then you triangulate on it. Well, I understand. But if it's more than anything you've seen before, it becomes a challenge to explain. It's a philosophical issue of communication, right? And our own physiology's ability to come to terms with things that fall far outside of our life experience.
That's how I spend my evenings, my friends. That's what riding across half of the world looks like when I am on my own, not talking, and most of the time not recording.
I'm Alikan Hemraj.
This is,
on Patreon.
especially at night. At night, I think I often run out of memory, run out of, yeah. So I don't record it often at night. I think this is just I would like. I have some memory left, so I'm extending it. Hey. Ni hao.
We have something called color temperature. Okay.
I am aware of that.
We practically invented that concept. Okay.
Well, I like photography, so that's how I know color.
There's light behind me.
I'm gonna get
I think he's lighting me.
why I have issues. Okay. So
I hope this road arrives normally. Fingers crossed.
that is of a given temperature. If it's high,
There's a chance that it might end at some point, and that's why the map refuses to connect me. Oh, now it seems to connect at last. Nice.
The colder it is,
Okay.
the longer
for whatever reason.
wavelengths of light it emits, radio waves. The universe is pretty cold. It's only 3 degrees Kelvin. That's emitting microwaves. And the hotter it gets, the more it emits light of higher and higher energy. So let's keep going. Eventually, you can heat this thing up so that some of the energy that comes out, that it emits, comes out in the red part of the spectrum. That object, if you looked at it with your eyes, you'd say it's red. Okay? You'll start doing that at 1,000, 1,500 degrees. Okay? Keep increasing the temperature. It's not only giving you red light, it's also giving you light from the rest of the rainbow.
You know,
The optical spectrum. So
I'm grateful.
red,
Why am I on fifth? Wow.
blue, violet. If you do that in roughly equal amounts, the glowing object turns white. Okay. Because you have equal.
The road is relatively smooth. It looks very rough, but it's okay.
Keep raising the temperature.
It's okay.
This energy
Unless my tires are
continues to shift. And
my tires are a bit softer than usual.
Than red light.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the reason why it feels smooth.
If you're emitting more blue than red through the spectrum, that object will look blue.
It's because it's cold.
Okay? So
It's a little cold.
from like a couple of thousand degrees to like 6,000 degrees to 10, 12, 15, 20,000 degrees.
That's why on my stove.
I'm getting there. So what? Okay. I'm getting there. That's what I'm saying. Hang with me. So an object goes from what is basically invisible to you, unless you had radio wave eyeballs or microwave eyeballs, to something that's glowing kind of red, and then it goes to amber, and then it starts glowing white, and then it'll start glowing blue, and it'll forevermore glow blue, but it keeps giving you higher and higher energy. It'll give you X-rays, it can even give you gamma rays, but the part of it that comes through the spectrum is more in the red than in the blue. So, hot things are blue. Medium temperature things are white. Cooler things that are still glowing are red. Okay, so if you have an electric stove, when you first turn it on, if it feels warm, but you can't see it in the dark. Okay, it's giving you infrared. You can't see infrared. It's got to glow so hot that it's giving you a little bit of red.
Right.
And then you say, oh, it's glowing red hot.
Right.
But a red hot object is the coolest of all hots. Okay? Damn, that's what I'm saying.
Red hot is the coolest of all hots.
Okay, man. So when I see red hot this and red
It can
hot
get white,
that, it ain't so
even
bad.
blue.
Right, that ain't so bad. Okay, so
Interesting.
Okay, so that is what's happening astrophysically. That's what's happening in the laws of physics.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But now bring in the artistic photographer. Okay? Okay. And in art, if you're going to paint a painting, you're going to create a painting, and you want the scene to feel cool, like it's in the Arctic, what is your predominant color in the painting?
White.
White. Or not just white, blue, especially blue. Okay? So they say it's cool.
Right.
This is a cool color. And,
Right.
okay, and then when they want to show something hot, like hell and devils and everything, they use the color red. All right. Because that's how our emotions, we see ice cubes and it's bluish, and anything that got hot enough to hurt us is glowing red hot. It's rare that you'll see something so hot that it's glowing white or glowing blue on Earth.
Glowing blue, imagine that.
Stuff gets hot enough when it's red hot. All right, so our entire life experience is shifted to the cool end of the spectrum with us thinking...
White is a
red
light
hot
bulb,
is
right?
actually hot.
A light bulb.
As a result, we have the absurd
White hot.
conversation between an astrophysicist and a photographer. It's, okay, I need a cooler lamp for this, right? So what do? Use tungsten, but we still think of
He's talking about the light bulbs as well.
LED world.
Exactly.
So when they say make this scene cooler,
Oh, look at the moon.
get a higher temperature lamp. And
The
when they
moon
say
is
they
out.
want something
Beautiful.
warmer, it means they want to put in a lower temperature lamp.
25 kilometers left.
3,000 degrees or 25.
Less than an hour, I think.
And I'm pissed off at this.
Going a little slow, so I don't really know.
I'm just saying.
That's great.
Might take a while.
If you're gonna be numerical about whether something is warm or cool, do you have permission to leave the artists behind in this conversation?
You scientifically illiterate troglodyte?
No, I'm just saying. That's what you gotta watch out for.
Just taking a moment to appreciate this. I just saw a sign over there, 20 meters back, pointing up to that building up there. That's pretty much on the road. So you remember how we read that the AI told us that this is also was during Second World War used as a supply road, and in the museum today we read about the Burma Road and then the Stilwell Road, these sections that were essential to the resistance of China. This sign over there said Stilwell Inn. Stilwell Inn. Honestly, okay, let's do that because that's worthwhile. That's not a. I just want to go and check if there's just want to check if there's some history or something put out there. It's just over here. Just over here. Is it here? Oh, a little further up. A little further up. Stilwell Inn. I wonder if there's some monument or something outside commemorating that fact. So this is a bit like the Burma Road, which no longer is, authentic. It's been built upon, and it's no longer. There are a few sections here and there that are preserved, but I think mostly not. Well, this one. Let's see if there's any information. This is Chinese. You can see there's Stilwell Inn. Oh, it's closed. So I guess you need to make a reservation. But anyway, interesting to see. This is probably an old place, dating from the time of the Second World War. And there are some people inside, I see. Stilwell Inn. Anyway, just wanted to show you. Take a look at this. Maybe if you can somehow translate that with AI, it might be interesting. Actually, let me do that. Why? I should do that myself. Let's see if we can do that on camera. Okay, let's go. Internet. Camera. Okay. Camera. Ancient Trail Park. Oh. There you go. Can you see that? I will try to start recording. Okay, can you see that this is the experience first and bring your family and friends. Gawali Mountain, Ancient Trail Park. Ancient post stations, beacon towers and inscriptions still exist. Indian, Pakistani civilizations with Central Plain civilizations, linking the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Wow, that's where we are. This is the section, this is the road. Okay, I just recorded on the phone. I think the translation should have worked, so you can take a look. Or it should be before this section. Anyway, let's continue. A stone just hit my foot. Oh yeah, how it does it. Oh, look at can see the sky, by the way. Now with the moon, there's a cloud, otherwise you can see the sky, it's very beautiful. Whoa, whoa, okay. Now you can see the moon. I'll show you 1 second. See? There behind the clouds. It's keeping me company. It's keeping me company. Not alone. Not alone. Well,
crystal form. So that's why it's weird that there's a whole cult around crystals.
Crystals, like because I get so much energy from my crystal.
Crystals have the lowest energy.
At last, I'm approaching the city.
So it's just weird to knowing physics and chemistry to see this unfold.
That's funny.
I'm going now.
In this the 21st century. But anyway, when you go to buy salt, are you checking the freshness date on the salt? Have you ever done this?
Are you kidding me? I actually have some Jesus salt in my cupboard.
So plus, where do you get salt? It gets mined from places that have been there for millions of years. Okay, salt that's down below the ground.
Right.
That's just salt that's been there, hadn't been touched.
That's right.
What is that over
It
there?
didn't become something else. It is salt. It has been salt.
Is that a fire?
Crystalline things, but diamonds are forever. Diamond is crystal. Okay. Now I learned that there's another state of carbon that's a slightly lower energy than diamond. So diamonds are not actually forever, but they're really, really long lived. Okay. And so another crystal is sugar. Okay? By the way, if sugar goes bad, it's not because something happened to the crystal, because you put it next to the barbecue pit or something, and it took on the smells, right? Or something else was near it.
Or it absorbed water somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so you didn't have it in a place that was dry enough.
And then the other things are what then messes with it, but the sugar crystal itself is happy. So yes, I think salt does have dates on it, but that's just so you can use it and buy the next one.
Right. Better put some more salt on that, man. It's about to go bad.
That happened with Tabasco sauce. I don't think this is apocryphal. I think this is real. You know what happened? You know Tabasco sauce, the little thing.
Yeah, I love Tabasco sauce. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Yeah.
They figured out how to double your consumption of Tabasco sauce.
That would be a beautiful view if
someone in the company suggested that they make the hole twice as big.
Brilliant.
So you still think you're not
awesome. Better put some more salt on that, man. It's about to go bad.
That happened with Tabasco sauce. I don't think this is apocryphal. I think this is real. You know what happened? You know Tabasco sauce, the little thing.
Yeah, I love Tabasco sauce. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Yeah. They figured out how to double your consumption of Tabasco sauce.
Conservatory, this is obvious to me. Dirty little secret. Every astronaut spacesuit leaks. It's constantly leaking little bits, and we're just these walking bags of bacteria and viruses, right? And so it's just we're walking around on Mars. You're just like shooting off little viruses and bacteria just in this air around you. It's functionally impossible to do what's called planetary protection. This idea that you have to not infuse another planet with your own biome. And as humans, so what we use robots, we bake them at 500 degrees, for 3 weeks to kind of kill everything, or combined with acid. But you can't bake an astronaut at 500 degrees. To make all yours a few. They are delicious. They're a lot less effective as an astronaut. Oh, that's good schedule.
So it's not 7 minutes of terror, it's 2.5 years.
It's 2.5 years. I mean, it's incredibly difficult. It's all stuff you have to do if you want humans to go to Mars.
Right.
Ultimately, anyway.
Yeah, so it's a great dry run for when we go. But more importantly,
and I don't know if you can answer this. Are there benefits that we would glean from doing this that have nothing to do with the Mars mission, but that would end up spilling over into our everyday life?
Yeah. This type of stuff, when you set extreme limits for yourself, why do people run triathlons? Why do people run marathons? Why does Mercedes, build cars for F1?
Why do I do this?
Right. These are extreme. They seek out extreme conditions so you can practice and train yourself to be extremely good at something and have high precision, have high capabilities, and figure out how to do really hard things. So it makes your manufacturing better. It makes your engineers better, and it motivates and challenges people to pursue these incredibly difficult things that then go out and just make the world better through their own, spin-off businesses and technologies. You need a goal like this, right? It just sets this bar. And these types of autonomy, right? If robots know how to do things, is kind of a big deal right now, right? We're figuring out how to do that, and there's huge reasons to.
Nice road, this section here.
Why does anybody want to bring these rocks back and bring these rocks home in the first place?
Well, the life question, right, is a big one.
That's it for me. Well, I claim if we were to discover life on another world, it would change life on this world. That's my claim.
Could that be a fear for many people, though? I mean, let's be honest. If you find definitive proof, evidence that there is life on, or was life on Mars, and then you look at the whole, how do we fit in? How do we fit in? There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be very upset because their origin story changes. It's like saying Spider-Man didn't become Spider-man, when Uncle Ben got shot.
When did he become Spider-Man?
Well, that's when he became Spider-Man. I don't know.
That's documented.
All right.
Space race.
Almost there.
Budget at NASA.
Arriving at last.
And the argument that getting to the moon is what matters.
Well, the moon, the universe is a lot bigger than the moon and Mars, right? There's a lot more to the universe. If you say you want to, become or retain leadership, over China or any other country, you can't just decide other parts in space don't count, right? It's like, no, sorry, it's like, no, going to Mars sample return, that doesn't count. Jupiter doesn't count. Anything further out, that doesn't count. Only the moon counts. That sounds like, again, the 2-year-old determining, making things up on the fly so that you can I resonate very strongly with irrational claims very strongly held.
How often have you said to your 2-year-old, you have 3 kids, how often did you say your claims are irrational, young man?
I can't count them.
So with this in mind,
way to argue with it.
China's Space Administration is planning to do this. We'll talk about stuff besides Mars, everybody, but just this one thing. They were going to do this similar mission.
Yeah. Okay, so how about this? These same people that we spoke of hypothetically in the beginning of the conversation, and they say, so what, they beat us?
Yeah.
Big deal. So what, we lose our hegemony in space? Big deal. What's it mean?
Yeah, that's actually, frankly, a really good question. Because I tend not to really go in on the pure competition aspect of it. I think there's a symbolic aspect of what do we choose to do as a nation that is peaceful and cooperative and ambitious. And space science is all of those things. It, by definition, requires us to work together in groups of people because it's so complicated. It requires us to work with our allies, very closely. And it says it's wildly ambitious and optimistic. It's like, we're going to go, what's on that red dot in the sky over there? Well, let's, roll up our sleeves.
So along this line, you say it's cooperative. Right now, so during the Apollo era, as I like to point out, when I was young, during the Apollo era, it was a government effort. Everybody who worked, NASA was considered the best job in the world for a few years. But now we have these.
Okay, we made it to the city. Here we are. I think that's the hotel. Nice. Let me just confirm. Yep, that's it. Alright, my friends, we made it. I'll explore around a bit. Okay, I cannot go here. We can somewhat on the suburbs. Hello, ni hao. Hello. Whoa. I have yes. I think no. 这个对 wait 这个sorry okay embarrassing a little embarrassing wait okay we made it. Hello.
Hello.
I have a reservation. 我是伊利亚，保加利亚人。
往这停着，又在路口上。
摩托啊。
走上啊。
Okay. More because I'm hiding. Actually, there's many places. I don't need to book in advance, but. Okay.
要不调个头？哎，那不稳的话调个头，稳不稳呀？
听不懂。OK。
这下个五面讲的吧？哦，那讲这下个五面讲的。那讲。
I don't know. Here, okay. No. 这个。
这个是木棉，是这家。这个是辉瑞。
No. Stairs.
不是。是那个。
这个 here 对。
不是，这是我家辉瑞，那个是木棉。这个。
啊。
这个。
Okay, very similar.
是那个。
Okay. Thank you, 谢谢 Thank you. Wow, that's so similar. Hi. Wow, they look so similar. Well, these are very nice ladies. I regret a little bit that I'm not staying with them. Okay, this must be it. Okay. Okay. And that's our home for tonight. Okay. We made it. I think there's some nice lights up there. That's nice. Oh, that's very nice as well. Nice. I like that. That's a very nice environment, isn't it? Okay. Wow, what a day today. A long day. We went to many places. I went to one that I really wish I was able to share with you, but unfortunately I made a mistake and I did not record. But I really enjoyed the night ride on the Silk Road, 2,400-year-old road, and that made up for it. I hope for you as well. And that's it. It's 10 o'clock, I need to rest. I need to do some work and prepare for tomorrow. That's my life right now. Good night from me and talk to you more tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow how things will go, okay? I need to plan a bit. Okay, good night.